Always been the name of the game with this man. And some part of me, when I read this extraordinary reporting by Carol Leonnig and Jackie Alemany, some part of me thought, was a bit wistful. Like, this was back in the day when he was trying to cover up the corruption and sort of secret away the files that would have helped his businesses. Now it's just all out in the open.
Yeah, that's a fair distinction.
But if we talk about the thing that's bringing down Trump, I mean, we spent the first segment talking about the ineptitude. At its essence, it's about the corruption. That the only things that matter in this world are the nice things for him, and everybody else is basically screwed. Whether that's, hiding files in the Epstein case that could incriminate his lackeys, stooges, and allies. The DOJ still is not pursuing any of the people named in the Epstein files. Whether it's, getting rid of healthcare subsidies that have helped working class and middle class Americans afford necessary healthcare. Whether it's the war in Iran, which is basically an ego exercise, but as, again, what the American public is going to pay for. It's all about doing himself a favor and forgetting everybody else and leaving them behind. And that's why, this story is just further proof that the only person the guy in the White House cares about is the guy in the mirror.
Lord.
I mean, I think this is, not to play the role you played in the previous segment, but I think we shouldn't become numb to the degree that if any other moment in American history, this story would be like the cover of every single newspaper, leading every single show in the nation, and there'd be impeachment hearings tomorrow. Yet we become numb to it under the Trump
You
administration.
think Democrats should impeach on this type of stuff if they get to
I
Congress?
think we should run on this type of stuff, because I think, to Alex's point,
And yet the question remains: do you think they should impeach on this?
I think that impeachment isn't the focus. I think it should be, are we talking about it or not? Like, I think I'm not in the Senate. I'm not interested in playing the impeachment numbers game.
You
as much as-
see, political operative. You got
Political operative.
No, I
Not
get it.
taking
You
the
got it.
bait. Not taking the bait.
But I think it's connected to Iran. It's connected to all these things. It's a cover up over corruption, self-enrichment at the expense of other people, and it's why you're seeing those favorability numbers where they are.
He doesn't care. He doesn't care. And what's ironic about this reporting is the only reason we know about it, because, by the way, his corruption extends to the bench. The reason we don't have report 2 from Jack Smith in his investigation is because his puppet, his federal district court puppet, Judge Aileen Cannon, basically shut down the release of that and said, that's never going to see the light of day. The reason we have this information is because the House Republican Conference is tenacious in its desire to prosecute Jack Smith, and inadvertently released this information in what is called a progress memo. I'm not a lawyer, but this was never supposed to see that. They did not realize that which they were sitting upon, which is the motive for Trump squirreling away documents down at Mar-a-Lago. This is why he wanted to take away the good documents that were going to help him and his family get richer. And the fools in the House Republican Conference inadvertently released it. And now it is up to Democrats in Congress to figure out what to do about it.
No, it's okay.
For Trump squirreling away documents down at Mar-a-Lago. This is why. He wanted to take away the good documents that were going to help him and his family get richer. And the fools
Not
in the House
AI.
Republican Conference inadvertently released it. And now it is up to Democrats.
This
in
is
Congress
real
to figure out what to do
news.
about it.
No, it's okay. And you're really taking people behind the scenes of, wait, people sometimes are cynical. Oh, we're only learning about this because of somebody's agenda. No, sometimes in the same way that Trump got caught, there's a sloppiness to the effort. These are not all ace professional players, and what we're seeing.
That's an understatement.
I really enjoyed having both of you here.
This is Morris's debut.
Your beat debut, your former boss in the campaign, now Mayor Mamdani, he recently put out his top 5 rappers.
Oh boy.
Very controversial list. Did you follow that?
I followed it vaguely.
Vaguely. You're busy.
Yeah, that was not on the top of our.
Without getting deep into it,
I'm sure I'm
it
sensing your
was
feelings.
well.
And?
No, I'm gonna call it like it is. And he was at this table during the campaign. We had an election eve interview. We talked about 50 Cent and other things. It was a very politically correct list, and it leaned towards socially conscious. Just leaned towards social.
Are you going to name it?
Yeah, it had like Common and Lupe Fiasco, and it was like, my point being, it was very socially conscious. It left off Tupac. It felt
I'm
like
gonna have to take this to the mayor. I didn't realize.
it felt. No, I mean, I don't know if you followed it or not. I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but it felt a little PC. Like, let me pick the safest artist. Does that make sense?
Don't do that to
I think
Common.
the mayor's.
Don't do that to Common.
What would you like to say about Common?
Listen.
What's your top 5 list, Alex?
Oh my God, you can't ask me.
No,
to
but
do
defend
that.
Common. No, I'm not putting her on the spot. You want to
Common
defend Common.
Sense, as I call him, is a decade multi-platinum, I believe.
We love
artist.
Common, yeah.
We love Common.
But very friendly.
And Lupe Fiasco, someone who put him on the cover of the music magazine that I used to edit, has, you know, a lot to say. I like that he went outside the box. And maybe, just maybe, Ari, the world of rap and hip hop needs lots of voices at the table.
Oh, I like that.
There we go.
You get the final word.
I was just saying, you know, the mayor's laser focused on building out a rap list that satisfies you and driving down the cost of living in the city.
There we go. Well, Hove said,
we
what did
go.
he say? He said,
A lot of things.
truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense. They gave me 5 mics. I ain't been rhyming like common sense. And that's a play on going more commercial than conscious.